What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. I know a lot of people wanted more AAF commentary, so I want to kind of go through a timeline here of the events that I thought shaped the league and ultimately started to lead to today's suspension of football operations. So first of all, February 9th, the AAF kicks off its inaugural season. The opening weekend watched more than 6 million people, highest rated sports program in prime time on CBS that day, with partnerships from the NFL Network and Turner Sports. Obviously set the tone for the league to be very successful and generated a lot of media interest. 10 days later, February 19th, Hurricanes owner Tom Dundon invests nearly $250 million into the AAF. This actually came amid reports that the league could not complete its payroll obligation for Week 2, and although Charlie Ebersol disputed that, the following day the league did announce that Dundon was going to be the chairman of the AAF. On March 20th, the championship game, which had initially been set for April 27th at Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas, was moved to the Dallas Cowboys practice facility known as the Star. On March 26th, Ebersol stated that he had, quote, really high-level initial conversations with a bunch of different people, in, quote, a day following a tweet from Eminem that referenced players should fight, as in hockey games, and expressed an interest in a Detroit franchise. However, less than 24 hours later, Dundon warned that the league was, quote, looking at our options, one of which is discontinuing the league, end quote. Despite the original premise that Polian and Ebersol had of rebuilding players and putting them back into the NFL level, Dundon, who now was the chairman, had a concept of allowing the NFL Players Association to contract younger players with AAFL teams to be used for developmental purposes. The agreement with the NFL Players Association is something that they were struggling to have met. On April 2nd, with the 10-week regular season scheduled to conclude roughly 2 weeks away and the playoffs set to start a week after that, multiple outlets reported the league was going to suspend football operations, which was later followed by many saying this was not a financial issue, but rather the founders of the league not agreeing on the direction of where it should go. So that is where it leaves us. There are some isolated reports that state an amount of $20 million is needed to close out the season, which at this point would really need to be done in the form of a donation. The major backup for the league has been removed, and Tom Dundon, who basically fronted a large amount of what was needed to get them through a majority of this year, which would leave the second year of the league completely up in the air and may not even have it viable as a commodity going forward. Love to know your thoughts on this, though. Appreciate you checking this out, and you know I will be back in the week with more commentary.